Welcome to the Snowbird Investor Way, where we explore what it takes to create your dream cross-border lifestyle, living and investing amongst the sun, sand, and palm trees of Florida, even if you're not a U.S. citizen or permanent resident. I'm your host, Coach Roel. Have you ever been on vacation somewhere warm and sunny? Maybe you found yourself staring at the ocean with the palm trees swaying gently in the breeze, the sand between your toes, and the warmth of the sun on your skin, and you thought to yourself, why can't I have more of this in my life? Or why do I work so hard if all I get is 1 or 2 weeks vacation each year? Or how are other people able to afford flying south every winter for weeks, sometimes months on end? And why not me? If you've ever contemplated similar questions, then you're in the exact right place at the exact right time for you to hear this. Because that's exactly how I felt before I finally decided to escape the cold, harsh Canadian winters in favor of the sun, sand, and palm trees that Florida has to offer. And you want to know the answer to all those questions? I'll give it to you. In a single word, the answer is context. What do I mean by context? Well, Dictionary.com defines context as the set of circumstances or facts that surround a particular event or situation. Let me give you an example. If you're at all like me before I relocated my family from Canada to Florida, and you really like the idea of spending more time in warmer climates, then hear me out. How can you be in Florida more often? One simple way is to just take time off work, buy a plane ticket, and rent out accommodations like any other typical vacation. But for how long can you do that? 1 week, maybe 2 weeks? And how often can you do that? Once a year, maybe twice a year if you really want to push it? But why is that so? Because you probably have a job or a small business to run that limits the amount of time you can take off for vacation. And vacations are expensive, right? Because in order to pay for a vacation, you either have to work at your job and save up to pay for that vacation, or, like most people, you wait till the last minute until you're so sick and tired of work and winter and slush and snow that you simply put your Florida trip on your credit card and then worry about paying it back over the rest of the year. So let's say your next vacation in Florida is going to cost $3,000. Well, depending on your tax bracket, you probably have to earn around $4,000 from your job, pay around $1,000 in income taxes and other deductions at source. Then you're left with the $3,000 to pay for your trip. That $3,000 is called after-tax dollars, right? Now stay with me. What if we approach this with a different context, a different set of circumstances or facts that surround this particular event or situation? What if, instead of paying for your vacations with after-tax dollars, what if we made those trips tax-deductible by turning them into legitimate business trips? What if you owned a business that not only paid you to fly south once or twice a year, but actually required you to fly south as part of fulfilling your business duties? How cool would that be? Now, how about we take this a step further? What if this business allowed you to choose to fly south as much or as little as you want, for however long you want, and you can bring with you whoever you want, even if you're not a U.S. citizen? Sound too good to be true? Let me give you some more context. So let's call this your Snowbird Investor business. What is a Snowbird Investor business, you ask? Quite simply, it's a property investing business based in Florida that Canadians and other non-U.S. citizens can create. How does this benefit you? Well, there are a few ways. Instead of paying for your Florida trips with after-tax dollars, the cost of your trips can be tax-deductible, meaning it reduces your net taxable business income. Instead of you trading your hours for someone else's dollars to pay for your trips, your business and investment interests in Florida pay for your trips. I'm not saying this is easy. It would take realistically some time and effort to set this business up. But if you're going to work anyways, like think about how much you work for your employer or for your business. Typical work week, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., 40 hours. Yeah, right. That's more like 50, 60, 70, 80 hours if you're the least bit ambitious. And if you own your own small business, forget about it. You're talking like 120 plus hours a week. But if you're going to work anyways, like I said, might as well work on something that affords you the kind of lifestyle that allows you to travel more often and finds you amongst the sun, sand, and palm trees whenever you want. It's not just about making lots of money. Although, of course, there's plenty of money to be made in Florida real estate, as you know, because there's always going to be another deal to be done, another exciting project to take on, more opportunities to make money. But amongst all this working and achieving, I want you to ask yourself this question. Am I enjoying the journey? Am I enjoying the journey? The title of this podcast is The Snowbird Investor Way. With the help of a few special guests, we'll be discussing the context within which you can make your dream cross-border lifestyle a reality, or even just take bits and pieces of it and apply it to whatever lifestyle you want to create for yourself and your family. Either way, I'm so happy and grateful that you've chosen to listen this far, and I'm excited to have you join us on this journey. If ever you have any questions, feel free to join us during one of our free information sessions online. For more information on that, visit us at snowbirdinvestor.com. But for now, welcome to the Snowbird Investor Way. See you in the next episode.